Today we are going to be installing my rock sliders. They are from Megawatts. I've actually been having them in my garage for quite some times now, even though they took a while to actually get here because the fabricator got hit by a car. Like, he broke his arm and so he couldn't work, and so there was a little pushback on the lead time. But as you could tell, I wasn't really tripping. I didn't really need them right away, and so we're going to install them by ourselves. Why are we doing this by myself? Myself? Refuse to ask for help. I do not want to burden other people with my hobbies, my inability to not do things on my own. I don't know. I could ask for help. I got people who can help me, but we're going to try to do this on my own. I wanted to set up, make sure I got everything that I needed before I actually get started, because I'm really bad at that. I have the instructions on there. Got me a little drink. Love this stuff. They say have a screwdriver. I feel like this is a little flimsy, so if we need to, I'm going to go with this. It's just to get the plastic pieces off. We need a T15 for a couple of the screws that are in there. We need a 10 millimeter, a 17 millimeter, the T55, which they supplied, some jack stands to help raise them up so that I can easily slide them in, but I'm also going to be using my jack right there to help move it into place. And then that's not a breaker bar, even though I try to use these as breaker bars. No, this is a torque wrench. How embarrassing would that be if all of a sudden you're going down the road and you hear shake, 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 and there goes your slider. Actually, that would be extreme case. You know what I mean. So, as always, we have to say hi to the Maple. Ain't that right? Do we have Sadie over here? We do. She's coming. Nope, she's laying down. That's what she's doing. But, Miss Maple, have you been taking care of the garden? Are you saying hi to everybody? Oh, she don't like us. First thing first, I need to back out the truck just a little bit. I'm not very organized, but it will be easier for me to work under it, and then I can raise it up. It won't hit that. It's only going to raise like 6 inches, because what you need to do is put the other camera gear away. I don't even know why it's out in the truck right now. Make sure you have your phone. Jesus. Warning me, the tailgate is open, but we're only backing up just a little. Like I don't want. Can't see. Actually, that's weird. I can't see in the bed view. Why can't I see the bed view? I know I got the tint, but there should... So what we're going to do is come here and put it into off-road. Go off-road, and we're going to cheat by putting it in the highest mode. There is one time I had an F-150, and I used... So the F-150 was high enough for me to actually get underneath there to exchange my exhaust out. If I ever put exhaust on a slow vehicle ever again, please come after me, because, dear God, it was a dump exhaust that was so damn loud and obnoxious. Annoying. We're just going to say annoying because I can't say obnoxious. As we're waiting to get to the highest mode, we're going to throw down a packing blanket just so, I don't get as dirty. I am very bad at ruining clothing whenever I work on vehicles. Actually, use tools are what they're meant for. This is a really nice Benchmade knife that I have chipped the blade already in several different places because I try to use it as a pry bar. It's one of my thin blades too. I should know better. So let's check with the handy dandy instructions first, because also I am very bad at not listening to instructions. So I told myself today I'm going to be very mindful. I'm not going to do that. And focus. So first, we have it in the highest, right? Boom. There we go. Now we got clearance to work on. Second, remove underbody plastics. Start with the front of the vehicle and unscrew the T15 screws from the underside of the plastic. So let me go get a T15. And then we're going to need, we've got the T15. Then we're going to need the 10 millimeters for holding the front plastic. Then carefully pry off the front plastic pieces. The underbody plastic you will be removing all attached. The underbody plastics you will be removing are all attached via metal expansion clips, as well as any screws or bolts. These can be tricky to remove. To do so, carefully but forcefully pry a panel away from the vehicle. If the clips do not release on their own, use a second screwdriver or a pick can help. Why is there two helps? Can help compress the clip enough to release it. An L-shaped pick or a screwdriver can be useful in unclasping the backside of the clips. It is important to be patient. That's not me. To be patient during the process to avoid any breaking of the plastic clips. I'm not putting the plastic back on. In fact, it's probably going to go to the recycle. I don't know. I'm going to keep these sliders on, and if I need more plastics, I'll just go get Rivian. That's really expensive. So I might keep the plastics. Cool. So while this is technically highest, it feels kind of low. Maybe I'm just thick. Recording underneath here is going to be tricky, but look at this. That's a pretty gnarly scratch underneath the plates. It kind of looks like I might be destroying these plastics already without having to take it off. Right, so I am assuming this is where we start. Yep, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. No matter how many times I unscrew something, I am always going to say righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So that's 1, 2, could have kept, oh, I'm a special. I kept trying to rotate the washer. Wow, you guys caught this in 4K. Alright, here we go with the bolt, the 10 mil. I don't know why we needed an extension for this. Probably could have just done this with a drill, and I could probably... There we go. Come on. It's been a while since I've actually worked on cars. Do I have a 10 mil here? I do. So I have a 10 mil over here also. Shout out to the Osmo Pocket Cam for being a fucking champ. A fucking champion. Now we're probably only going to do one side right now, because Seahawks are playing. So I was pointing at the wrong place. This is the other 10 millimeter. And now they say, carefully pry it off. No, I want to be careful, because there's probably a bunch of dirt underneath there. Plastic. Oh, look at that. Carefully but forcefully, remember. Yep, dirt. Don't squish me. Alright, first panel off. And we got some dirt. Some dirt. What are you? I should just have the shop vac out here. So now we got a 10 millimeter right here. And I think this is like the only part that's holding this back piece on. This one's kind of tight. I wonder if... I bounced off my control arm. That's probably not good. Man, I bounced off a lot of things. That just means I'm using it. Alright, so we're going to pry this off. Alright, so let's get... Oh, I hate plastic pieces so much. Have patience. No, you dunga. Okay. When in doubt, always unga. Alright, so these are the bolts that we'll be unloosening. Along with these, I don't think we actually unloosen these specific ones, but several of these. Now, they have been in here for a while. So this is whenever a breaker bar will come in handy. But, so I just wanted to lay this next to here and make sure I got the right one right. But, now we're gonna go and remove some bolts. Got the instructions though, which ones to remove. One thing that can help to know which bolts to actually remove is to actually mark them with a Sharpie. I've seen that on the Soonish guys. They really helped me out with deciding that. So for the 17 millimeter bolts, number 1, let's wipe that off a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6, 7 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope, no shins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where's my phone? 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, I guess that makes sense. Problem solving with Dom. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. This just seemed off because these two T55s are so off, but then I looked at the slider and it is a little bit off. So you want to take these almost all the way out and then hand tighten them back in. But see, we could cheat now that we broke it and use the impact wrench. So if you look, we get it come all the way out, but just loosen it back in, so just ever so slightly. So when we put the sliders on, they're gonna hang on this, and then we'll come back and put the 17 millimeters back in. I won't bore you guys with the rest of this. Let me just go ahead and remove these bolts, and then I'll get back to you guys once we start putting up the sliders. So now we got these hanging down. Now to take off the 17 millimeters. The only thing is that the instruction tells you to take it off first. But again, I was watching the Soonish guys, and they took off the T55s first. It's okay. It's fine. It's no big deal. So with these, you can actually use your impact wrench, but there was a bunch of dust underneath here. Watch. But didn't do it here. There was some on the front, so it was a little rough. The Seahawks game is on. I'm gonna hold off on doing the other side, but we'll try to finish. No, we'll just put it up, okay? I need to watch the Seahawks. Now the fun part. I need to slide this into those bolts down there, those T55s. But I am only me, which is why I have the handy dandy jack right here. But I'm already looking, and I already have it off-centered. Now that we have this relatively lined up, let's move it over just a little bit and then push it in. All right, now that we got it pushed in and aligned, we need to go underneath and put the 17mm bolts back in without the Loctite on. This is only for alignment. I had to get in here and finagle this because there's 2 bolts right here that I just wasn't clearing, which was causing me to have a misalignment here. But I managed to do it without having to take out these 2 bolts. So we're good. I should be able to align everything now. Maple! Now that we put these bolts back in, but we only hand tighten them in, we're going to now get to the T55s. I don't think you guys can see it. I don't know if I can get the proper angle on this. They're in there. But we need to start from one end, tighten halfway, and then go to the other end and tighten halfway. All the way till the middle, and then come back to this side and retighten all the way down. And then after that, we are going to remove these again and put the Loctite. So that is what I'm about to go do. Now that we got everything locked in, we took out the 17mm again so we can put on some Loctite that comes with it. So just put the applicator on pretty much where they have it at too. So yeah, we are almost done and ready to go to the other side. So for the final bit, you want to torque down your bolts, the T55s to 85 pounds and 17mm to, I believe it was 30 pounds. Don't do the 17mm at 30, you're gonna snap that stuff. But yeah, let's take a look at what this looks like after it's done. Time for the second side. Just got to do pretty much everything in reverse. The front's in the back, the back's in the front. Let's take a look over here. It looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, so let's just jump to the final product right now. Right, I ran into a situation to where the front wasn't going under the bolts yet again, and because I didn't have 2 hands and all I had was maple over there, it took me a little bit longer than expected, but that's okay. I don't need to do it again. Going on a test drive real quick, make sure just nothing falls off. It's my luck. Something would fall off. Hi, Miss Maple. Hi, how are you? How are you, Miss Maple? Oh, Miss Maple, tell me how you are. Alright, so there we go. The Megawatts sliders are on. They're pretty sturdy. I did a little bouncy test, and I'm a thick boy. Muse has done a bouncy test, and she's a thick girl. So we'll be testing these on the trail. Let's see how much of a step we get. So when getting in, sorry if you don't like feet. But there we go. Yeah, give me a little while and I'll have a review for you guys, like me beating it up. All right, take care.